Hi everyone, this video is for English 104, Module 5. Hard to believe, but the semester is flying by. We're already into Module 5. So in Module 5, of course, as was with all modules, you start at the task list. You want to read these pages in the online textbook. And then, of course, we have provided some resources. Now, what you are seeing is probably a little different. So let me see if I can change my view really quick. And I don't want to confuse you. The teacher view is sometimes different than the student view. So here we go. This is what you're going to see on your screen. So once again, task list, read those, and then review the resources. Now, I want to point out, we are introducing in resources the annotated bibliography, instructions, and rubric. That's what's coming up next. We give you the introduction to it and instructions and rubric so you know what's coming. That's the next major writing project you're going to be working on. This is not due this week. We're just introducing it to you, but I do encourage you to take time, read it, know what's coming up, because starting in the next module, we are hitting that really hard. We also provide a sample of annotated bibliographies. So you know, okay, this is going to be the next major writing project this semester of what I'm going to have to do for my research, persuasive research paper. So what is due this week? What are we working on this week, this module? Activities and assignments. There are two. The first is discussion. No surprise, we have a discussion forum every single module. So in this forum, basically what you're going to be doing is you are going to do a self-review of your own draft and write about it. So as with all of our forum posts, you need to post by Wednesday before midnight, and then you're going to reply to 2 others Sunday before midnight. So in your post, so step 1, read through your complete draft. Note it says complete draft. So this is the draft of your proposal. This is the research proposal we're talking about. And read it through, take notes on your draft, and essentially now in your post, you're going to answer these questions. I want to emphasize a couple of things. You're going to do a post that answers the questions in paragraph form. I do not want numbers. I don't want lists. I don't want you to do copy paste with the questions. I want you to write in narrative form, in paragraph format. Also emphasizing a minimum of 7 sentences. Just a reminder, minimum means C. So if you give me 7 really good complete sentences that are relevant to what we're talking about here, that's a C level. If you are shooting for a higher grade, then you will need to go above and beyond and do a little bit more. But essentially what you are looking at in your paragraph is you need to answer these particular areas or questions in narrative form. Now, I do want to encourage you, you don't necessarily have to do them in order in your paragraph. You can do them in any order, but you do need to address all of these things, okay? The other part of this is sometimes there's not an issue, okay, legitimately, no problem. However, saying that you think everything is fine within your proposal, or that you don't need to make changes, or that you don't have an answer to questions is unacceptable with this. Part of the review is being aware, okay, what do I need to improve? What am I missing? What do I need to beef up, right? Everything, all writing can always be improved, okay? And that includes either adding things in, but also taking away things. So, you know, use your consultation if you want to give you some extra help on addressing some of these areas. But definitely, I don't want to see nothing or I don't know or any of those kinds of responses. So then you reply, responded to others, and compare your learning experience, meaning your answers to their perspectives on theirs. So you're looking at your perspective on your writing and some of the things that you have to deal with or address, or and then compare to theirs and how they're thinking about their draft. All right, so that is the discussion. The other assignment you have to do is the actual proposal. So this is the submission. This is, I'm grading this one. This is the big grade. Now, although I grade your draft, that was due in module 4. The draft is usually full credit. It's really meant for me to give you any kind of feedback, and I give you, I'm looking at MLA, those kinds of things. This one, I look at everything. So you are going to submit. So very important, this is your final draft. There are no redos. That was the point of drafting and getting conferencing and consultations. So once you submit, this is the one I'm grading. So if you don't remember or you're unclear about the criteria, make sure you review the research proposal instructions. I also give you the grading rubric. It's in there, but it's also right here. This is how it's going to be graded. I'm going to be looking at this and marking in each section. And then, of course, don't forget, we give you sample proposals so you can look at how others are done or have been done in the past, right? And one big thing I recommend is use this checklist. Go through this checklist with your proposal. This checklist, and as you can see, when you click on it, it downloads. It's a self-check. You're not turning this into me. This is not for me. This is for you. But if you go through these items with your essay, it helps you. Oh, did I do it? No, I did not do ACT for my sources. I better go back in and work on that. Now, this is for you. There's no grade associated, so if you don't do it, okay. I mean, that is what it is. It won't penalize you. But what I can tell you is if you're going to score well on the proposal, you're probably going to want to go through that checklist. It addresses all the areas within the grading rubric or things that I'm looking for. In particular, when I have development, are you hitting all of the proposal requirements, right? So be aware of that. That's for you. So although there are only 2 things this week and activities that are being graded, they're kind of big ones. So although the draft you should hopefully have done, but then use feedback that you get from others in the review and what you get from me from last week to beef up your final draft before you submit it on Sunday. I think that's it for this week. It's been lovely to see so many of you in office hours. That's awesome. So just a quick reminder, I'm going to show you on the Moodle page for those of you who have not yet taken advantage of that. On the right-hand side, you can see the Zoom box. If you click on the proper day and time, so Mondays 8 to 10, I'm in the office, bam, it connects you with me right away on the appropriate day. So feel free to take advantage of those as well. That's all I have this week. Happy writing. As always, reach out to me with any questions or concerns.